Communication breakthrough wasn't, or bigger machines. It was a tiny shape choice that made light travel fast enough to carry our voices across oceans. Wind came from brute power, because that sounds more impressive. But the real trick was simple. Engineers realized a glass fiber could guide light by bouncing it inside instead of letting it leak out. Sounds like a lab detail nobody would notice. But once the light stays trapped inside, messages can race through long cables with far less loss than old copper lines. Long-distance communication used to fade fast, which meant weaker calls and more dropped information. The tiny internal bounce solved a problem that giant transmitters never fully fixed. Fiber works because of a flaw-seeming idea. Keep the light from escaping. What looks like containment turns into freedom because the signal can go farther, cleaner, and with less energy. Ordinary people, not just scientists. Suddenly, calls, internet data, and video can move through the same kind of glass thread that once looked too delicate to matter. Advance wasn't only speed, it was the tiny optical trick inside the cable, because one microscopic decision changed how modern communication scales across entire continents. This fact is so strange. The thing that looks almost invisible is the part that carried the loudest change in communication, turning fragile glass into the backbone of the internet. When you think about communication tech, don't picture size first. Picture the weird little detail that keeps light from slipping away, because that's what let the whole system work better. Real punchline. The breakthrough was not more power, but smarter control, and that is why fiber optics changed the way the world talks. Ridiculous that something so delicate can carry so much. But that's science for you. The smallest detail can quietly reshape the biggest systems. If that tiny twist surprised you, like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like this.